Hey friends, I hope you fall in love with this delicious and easy to make Marry Me chicken recipe. This creamy chicken recipe with sun-dried tomatoes has very rich flavors from the herbs and cream. It's so good and so popular. I'm starting this recipe with these 2 pounds chicken breast, about a pound each. Yes, they are huge, so we need to work on them. First, trim off some of this excess fat. We don't need it. And then all I'm going to do, take the thickest side and then cut it about in half, like so. And then come back again. So get about 3 pieces. This one we can actually cut it again. So we get about 2, 4, about 7 pieces. We can save this for a future use. With this turned, I have a container here with some all-purpose flour. Just add some salt in it. And just quickly, so this chicken, salt, some black pepper, just roughly toast, and then this chicken goes into the flour, and then we'll start sauteing. Shake off the excess. This flour will help the chicken to brown and at the same time thicken the cream. All done. Briefly set this chicken aside. Get a shallot and a garlic. Peel and finely dice. Few cloves of garlic here, enough to make a tablespoon. I'll chop this garlic. Just finely dice this. Actually, that should be enough. I need heavy cream. I have about a cup of chicken stock, and we need about a half a cup of Parm cheese or Parmesan. That looks like a good amount. So this is a quick cooking dish, so have everything going before you start the cooking. The other star of the show are sun-dried tomatoes. So all we need is probably just cut it in half. So what's missing for the sauce? Some butter, oregano, some red pepper flakes, thyme. We're gonna go start cooking the chicken. All these ingredients will be in the description box together with the vegetables that will go with this dish. Now into this preheating saute pan, vegetable oil, butter. Using a pair of tongs, drop this chicken, saute until they are browned. You can do this in batches. Give the chicken a flip once it acquires some color. So remember, this is chicken breast. You want to be careful not to overcook it at this point. So just a few seconds on that side just to firm it up. This chicken comes out into a container. Finish with the remaining chicken. Now remove this batch. Shallot onto the pan. Just briefly sweat this. Reduce the heat just so slightly. Garlic goes in. That's about a tablespoon or so. Scrape the pan for all that fond. Into the pan, add about a cup chicken stock. At this point, you can also deglaze with white wine. Heat back up. Bring to a boil and slightly reduce that by half. Now, as the chicken stock continues to reduce to create the sauce, I have a small head broccoli. Just cut this into small florets. You can also serve this dish with pasta or rice, but I prefer vegetables for my version. I have a summer squash here. Just cut this in various. And a zucchini. Same thing. That looks good. We also need some frozen peas. For garnishing and finishing, we need some parsley. So I have a small bunch here, maybe a quarter cup. Basil is a classic. I had parsley in my pantry. Now this chicken stock is all reduced. Some tender thyme, dried oregano, red pepper flakes, heavy cream goes in, some salt, some black pepper, some of the grated palm cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, a classic for this recipe. Bring this to a boil, slightly reduce. In the meanwhile, we'll start making the vegetables for the dish. Now this sauce to a back burner. Start a new pan. Now just attach vegetable oil. Broccoli, zucchini, summer squash goes in. Touch salt and pepper. Give this a splash water, tightly cover, cook for 5 minutes. As the vegetables finishes to cook, bring the sauce back. Now chicken onto the sauce, finish cooking. This chicken is about 80% cooked. Add in the accumulated juices, some parsley, just coat the chicken with this delicious and very rich sauce. Reduce the heat all the way to the lowest setting. Just let the chicken finish cooking. Check the veggies. Some fresh thyme goes in. Add frozen peas. For the vegetables, there is no limit. You can add wherever you wish or whatever you have in your pantry. Finish with a touch butter. Cover, let finish cooking. Chicken here, doing very well. Now taste for the seasoning here. Some more palm. Remember, palm cheese has a lot of salt, so you don't want to add any more salt here. That is done. Some of this parsley. Some of this chicken onto the plate. Maybe 2 pieces. Maybe just, why not 3? Get a good amount of this sauce together with the sun-dried tomatoes right on top. Get some of these steaming vegetables, broccoli, zucchinis and peas, and into this plate. Finish with some of this palm cheese, parsley, get into this dish, get some of this chicken, the sun-dried tomatoes, the peas and broccoli. The chicken came out just so perfectly moist. It's not overcooked, even though it's a chicken breast, but you want to really be very careful when you're cooking this. Just have a look at that. It's just super moist in the inside. The vegetables are perfectly cooked. All the flavors, they just marry together. No wonder it's a marry me chicken. This is a good recipe to have in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it. Thank you so much for watching this one. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below what you think about this recipe. I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe, please. I love you all.